Welcome to the Hidden Chapters. Every great story hides a powerful lesson, and today's story proves that true strength is not measured by size, but by kindness and courage. Stay till the end, because one small act of mercy will change two lives forever. Let's begin. The morning sun slowly rose above the thick green forest, painting the trees with golden light. Birds filled the air with cheerful songs while deer, rabbits, and squirrels quietly searched for food. But no matter how peaceful the forest looked, every animal knew one thing. This land belonged to the mighty lion. The lion was known as the king of the forest. His powerful roar echoed through the valleys, making every creature freeze in fear. He was fearless, strong, and proud. No animal dared to challenge him. After a successful hunt, the lion found a cool, shady spot beneath a huge tree. The gentle breeze made him sleepy, and within moments, the mighty king was fast asleep. Not far away, a tiny mouse was happily exploring the forest. Everything looked like an exciting adventure to him. He jumped over little rocks, climbed tree roots, and chased colorful butterflies without a care in the world. While running through the tall grass, the little mouse accidentally climbed onto the lion's enormous body. Thinking it was just another hill, he ran across the lion's back, bounced over his shoulder, and even stepped on his thick mane. Suddenly, the lion's eyes flew open. With lightning-fast reflexes, his giant paw slammed down, trapping the frightened mouse beneath it. The tiny mouse trembled so hard that he could barely speak. "Please, please don't eat me," he cried. "I didn't mean to wake you. It was an accident." The lion looked at the tiny creature and burst into loud laughter. "You," he said proudly. "You're so small that one bite would barely satisfy my hunger." The mouse folded his tiny paws and begged again. "If you spare my life today, I promise, someday I will repay your kindness." The lion laughed even harder. "You? Help the king of the forest? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard." Yet, something about the mouse's honesty touched him. With a smile, the lion lifted his paw and let the little mouse go free. The mouse ran away, grateful, but deep inside, he made a promise he would never forget. Several days passed peacefully. The lion continued ruling the forest with confidence. Every animal stepped aside whenever he walked. He believed nothing in the world could ever defeat him. But danger was already waiting. One afternoon, the lion wandered into an unfamiliar part of the forest while following the scent of a deer. Suddenly, the ground beneath him shifted. Before he could react, a huge hunting net dropped from above. The thick ropes wrapped tightly around his body, lifting him into the air. The mighty lion struggled with all his strength. He clawed, he bit, he roared louder than ever before. But the ropes only tightened. The hunters had carefully prepared the trap, and escaping seemed impossible. For the first time in his life, the king of the forest felt completely helpless. His thunderous roar spread across the jungle. Animals heard it from every direction. The deer hid. The monkeys climbed higher into the trees. The birds flew away in fear. No one dared go near the trapped lion. Everyone believed the hunters would soon return. Far away, the little mouse also heard the desperate roar. He stopped instantly. "That voice," he whispered. "It's the lion." Without wasting another second, the tiny mouse raced through bushes, crossed fallen logs, and squeezed under thick branches as fast as his tiny legs could carry him. When he finally reached the clearing, his heart sank. The mighty lion hung helplessly inside the giant net. The lion looked down and recognized the little mouse. For a moment, he remembered the promise the mouse had once made. The mouse smiled confidently. "Don't worry," he said. "I haven't forgotten." The lion wanted to say something, but shame filled his heart. He had once laughed at this tiny creature. Now, that same tiny mouse was his only hope. Without wasting a second, the mouse rushed toward the thick ropes. He placed his sharp little teeth against one rope and began chewing. The rope was strong, very strong, but the mouse refused to stop. He chewed one strand, then another, then another. Minute after minute passed. His tiny jaws became sore, but he kept going. The lion watched silently. For the first time, He understood that real strength wasn't always about powerful muscles. Sometimes, true strength came from determination and kindness. At last, snap! One rope broke, then another. The heavy net slowly loosened. The mouse kept chewing until the final rope finally gave way. With a loud crash, the net fell to the ground. The lion stepped free. He took a deep breath of fresh air and looked at the tiny mouse with eyes full of gratitude. "I was wrong," the lion admitted quietly. "I thought someone as small as you could never help someone like me." The mouse smiled warmly. "Size doesn't decide someone's value," he replied. "Kindness does." The lion lowered his great head with respect. "Today you saved my life. I will never judge anyone by their size again." From that day forward, the lion protected every small animal in the forest instead of frightening them. The mouse became one of his closest friends, and the entire forest learned an unforgettable lesson. Even the smallest act of kindness can return when you need it the most. No creature is ever too small to make a big difference. And sometimes, the strongest hearts are hidden inside the smallest bodies. Moral of the story: never underestimate anyone because of their size. Kindness, courage, and loyalty are more powerful than strength alone. Every good deed eventually comes back to you. Thank you for watching The Hidden Chapters. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who believes that kindness always finds its way back. See you in the next Hidden Chapter.